One of the key factors we see with construction companies is they don't have organized files of contracts and forms related to the regulatory environment. It could be a last minute scramble. They need to understand that buyers are going to diligence every aspect of the company. They're going to want to understand if special licenses are required and if those licenses belong to an individual or if they belong to the company. So, for example, if the seller of the business is the holder of the key license, allowing them to operate in whatever government entity they're working in, whether it's a city, county, or a state, then they're going to want to know if anybody else has that license or if it can be handed off to a remaining employee if that seller's going to leave. In businesses, especially more heavy construction companies, EPA environmental factors are going to be key. So you want to make sure that your grounds are cleaned up and that you are compliant, don't have any what can be considered toxic waste around, because buyers are going to come in and they're going to do what's called an EPA phase 1 study. And if they find anything in that study, then they're going to go to a phase 2 study, and that can significantly affect the amount of money that a buyer is willing to pay for a business or how that business is going to be structured. They want to understand what kind of safety training programs you have, what your safety record is, what your workers' comp rating is, if you've been sued by anybody, and especially if you have any active suits. They're going to want to know if you had any OSHA violations. They will be all over any of these regulatory matters with a fine-tooth comb. So it's in your very best interest to have all of this material readily accessible and documented and up to date.